Hello guys, my name is Edward. I represent a company called Zygostatics. 100% bodyweight based, no steroids, no supplements. When I say supplements, I don't mean protein supplements in the form of natural powders and stuff. I'm talking about creatine, I'm talking about pills, I'm talking about all of these weird chemicals. No, none of that. So without wasting any more time, let's get into this video, which is going to be explaining how you can build big shoulders at home, no weights, no equipment. So before I get into this, I just want to go through a few things which are going to be useful for you guys to understand before we get into the workout. The first thing is that I've never lifted weights. I just always throw this in there just to show that we're a little bit more credible here at Zygostatics. The fact that I've never lifted weights, I know exactly what's going to work from a point and perspective of starting as a beginner, obviously going to a more advanced level. So don't watch all of these videos you see on YouTube of people explaining to you how you're going to build big shoulders at home using your body weight, and then you go on the YouTube channel, you see they lift weights, because they're just literally making this for promotional purposes, obviously to increase the breadth of people they can obviously target on their channel. They don't really know what they're talking about. So a lot of the exercises you see, although they're not completely useless, I might use some of these exercises, they're not going to get your shoulders, or whatever they're telling you is going to really work out. It's not going to really work effectively. So let's move on to the second point. So there's a little bit more to it than just working out. It's not just, oh, give me a 10-minute workout for my shoulders. I've never done a workout in my life that's lasted 10 minutes for my shoulders. You're looking more at 45 minutes to 1 hour. It has to be intense enough to cause your body to want to adapt. It's not enough time. So it's not just about the workout, it's also about your technique, it's about your form. Are you doing things right? If you're doing a push-up, for instance, if I'm doing a push-up here, there's different ways to do a push-up. You can do a push-up to target your triceps more effectively, you can do a push-up to target your shoulders more effectively, and to target your chest more effectively. And the form you do these at is going to control, obviously, what muscles you're building. And by structuring yourself, obviously, or making for yourself a proper workout routine, that's going to allow you to make the most benefits from it. So don't expect this workout to simply just obviously convert you from being who you are to being like me. It's not going to work like that. Number 3, this is just an equation I always throw in here because it's the equation that's allowed me to get to my level, as big as I am, without ever doing weights before. You have to basically work out that there's a trial, there's faith, and then it's going to lead to endurance against the trial. The trial is obviously what is going to be stressing your body. It's going to be something your body doesn't like, so your body's going to want to adapt, obviously. So to allow it to adapt efficiently, you need faith, which is, in our situation here, it's diet, it's consistency, it's a focus on the form. Not just how many reps you're doing, it's a focus on the form. It's not about, oh, knee push-ups are a little bit too easy. No, I do knee push-ups. They call it women's push-ups. I do women's push-ups. And they're effective for me because obviously I'm trying to train a particular part of my body. So it's not about, egos. Yeah, it's not about having a big ego here. It's about what's going to work for you. And number 3, you're going to be looking for endurance, and the one you're looking for in this situation is muscle mass gain, yeah, not strength and physiological adaptations. So let me just stress this point out again for you guys. The body adapts to exercise or training in more than one way. It's not only going to generate muscle mass because you're obviously giving it a trial of a workout. It can also increase strength through physiological adaptations, which are not going to also equivalent to an increase in muscle mass. That you want to avoid. Obviously, you don't want to be super strong and skinny. Obviously, you can do that if you would like to, but that's a different style of training approach. So what I want you to focus on in this workout is obviously the form. Get the form right. Focus on progressing. At least give it about a month of doing this workout. Don't do this workout every day. It's not going to work. Once a week, make the workout sufficiently long. It has to be about 45 minutes to 1 hour long. You need to do sets, yeah? So you need to obviously multiply how much exercises I'm giving you. If I've given you 1 set, you want to do 3 sets minimum. And then wait for at least a week. When you're not training, you want to be focusing on your diet. You need to have a caloric surplus to increase your muscles sufficiently. I'm not talking about just rubbish food, let's go have burgers every day. I'm talking about increasing the amount of carbs you're eating. A lot of rice, a lot of pasta, a lot of stuff like that. And obviously having some protein after the workout. It could just be your dinner. In the beginning, you don't need to take any supplements or take any protein shakes. You don't need it. It can help if you want to make sure that you're maximizing your gains after the workout, but that's the only time you should really be taking it, or you're going to end up with a lot of extra mass, and it's not going to be a good mass, it's going to be fat. So basically you want to get all of these things right. So without wasting any more time, let's get into the shoulder workout and hope you enjoy it.
Things are so disgusting, I cannot discuss them. You want to know the truth, but you ain't got the stomach. My ex was so disgusting.
So we're going to begin this workout by training our front delts. The first exercise we're going to be using to train them is knee push-ups. We're going to get in a crawling position on the ground. We're going to place our hands a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. We're going to straighten our torso, and then we're going to lean into the push-up. Now we're going to focus on using our front delts to push. We're going to contract them and make sure we squeeze when we get to the top. We're going to go down at the same pace as we come up, and we're going to do 10 in one go. So the minimum continuous rep range, which is the minimum benchmark you're allowed to do continuously, that's going to be 6. The next exercise we're going to do for the front delts is inverse grip presses. So it's the same exercise as the knee push-ups. The only difference is our fingers are not going to be facing forwards, they're going to be facing behind us. And another difference is, instead of focusing on pushing, we're going to be focusing on lifting. So it's going to be almost the same motion as picking up a baby. We're going to be lifting ourselves off the ground and rotating on our knee, which is going to be our hinge point. So you want to go up at the same pace as you come down. It's quite a difficult exercise. So try your best to do 10 in one go. If you can't, again, try and make 6. Even if you can't make 6, do as much as you can in one go and then literally space out the rest. But don't take any longer than 10 seconds rest in between the set itself, or it's not going to really be effective for you. Now we're going to move on to training our rear delts. So the exercise we're going to be using to train them is seated rear delt presses. It's one of the exercises I've incorporated into my own routine because my rear delts were really poor until recently. So we're going to be doing a maximum set. So we're going to do as many as you can do in one go. And then we're going to move on to the next exercise. So first we're going to lie down on the ground, and what we're going to be doing is rotating our elbows away from us. So literally put your elbows away from you, put them on the ground. Your chest then goes, you push your chest out a little bit. That's called the reverse hollow modality. And then you're going to focus on pulling your whole shoulders, your elbows backwards. And this is going to lift your body off the ground. It's going to lift your torso off the ground. And when you get to the top of this motion, you're going to squeeze your rear delts. It's also going to affect your traps. You're going to feel pain in your traps as well because it's linked. So it's going to be training your whole upper back. But from this, we're really just trying to engage our rear delts. So you're going to keep going. You're going to go down and up at the same pace. You're not going to go down and just literally collapse after you've done one rep. You're going to make sure that you do it slowly and controlled. Then next, we're going to move on to the last exercise of this superset that we're going to be doing. And we're going to be doing a maximum set of lateral presses. So what we're going to do is you're going to find a wall or surface that's sturdy, and you're going to take about 1 or 2 steps away from the surface, and then you're going to lean on the surface. Your hands or your arm is going to form an L shape. And what you're going to be doing is literally moving your elbows away from your torso, and you're just literally going to be rotating your shoulders laterally. But depending on where you place your feet is going to control how much weight is placed on your lateral delt. So the closer you are to the wall, the easier it's going to be. The further away you are from the wall, the harder it's going to be. But it's just about finding the balance point. So when I do a maximum set, I normally end up getting to about 20. 18 to 20 is my max. So I don't think it'll be any more than that. If it is more than that, then just try and move your feet a little bit further away from the surface or the wall. It might just be a little bit too easy. Then literally shake off any tension in your shoulders, rotate to the other arm. So you're going to be doing a maximum set for both arms. And one thing you also want to make sure you do is that when you finish doing the exercise, don't just literally walk away from the wall, or you can end up getting quite a bad a really bad, I don't know how to describe the feeling, but you'll feel like a really bad pain in your shoulder joint. So what you want to do is after you finish the exercise, you want to lean into the wall, wait for the little lactic acid burn to happen, and then you want to move away from the wall. So you don't want to just disengage like sort of in mid-air, or it's going to be really bad for your joint. So watch how I finish. I make sure I push my shoulders back in, because you're literally almost dislocating your shoulders doing this motion, not in a dangerous way, but you know what I mean. So yeah, you want to literally get them back in place before you move away from the wall. So what we're going to do is we're going to be doing the same exercises, all 4 of them. We're going to start by doing 10 reps. If you did 10 reps, you're going to do 8 reps the second set, and then you're going to do 6 reps the third set. So you're going to be doing them for 3 sets. So 10, 8, 6. If you did a maximum set, it's going to be whatever your maximum was minus 2 for the next 2 sets. And yeah, that's the exercise. So a few quick tips. You want to make sure that after you finish this, you eat a protein rich meal. It can just be dinner. It doesn't have to be a protein shake or a smoothie or anything like that. It can be a dinner or any meal. You want to stay hydrated through the workout, and before you do the workout, you want to stretch as well, so you don't pull any muscles doing the motions. Finally, I just want you to like this video if it helped you, comment, subscribe, stay tuned for more information and more videos coming out. Also, hit the little bell sign. I know that's going to allow you to receive notifications from us when we upload. I think that would be greatly useful if you want to build muscle using only bodyweight exercise. So anyway, stay tuned. See you later.